In this video, I'll be teaching you exactly how to start Forex trading. I'll give you a short rundown of how to start and the easiest way to become profitable in today's time. And in order to do that, we'll go ahead inside of my iPad right here. So we'll be exploring 3 different ways that you can start Forex trading. We will rank them from the worst to the best. And let's start with the first one, which is actually just doing it yourself, trying to learn everything by yourself, trying to do it yourself. You could do this multiple ways. First of all, you could go on babypips.com. This is an old school website that has everything to do with education when it comes to like the super beginner stuff, how to count pips, what are lot sizes, etc., etc. That's usually a good place to begin, and it's text-based. Then you of course have YouTube videos. There are plenty of YouTube videos today that teach you exactly how to trade, especially the beginner stuff like reading candlesticks, reading market structure, all kinds of stuff that you can find on YouTube for free. And lastly, there are a lot of free guru courses. Matter of fact, depending on who you follow, every guru at this point has a course, and a lot of them sometimes put at least a couple of chapters for free so that you can go ahead and buy the paid course, right? The problem with this approach, which it has multiple problems, is that first of all, you're relying on teaching yourself. Yes, you are learning from a video course, which is good. But at the end of the day, when I started in the beginning, even if I watched something on a video course, I still didn't truly understand it, right? Like, especially if you come with zero experience, zero knowledge, and you watch a course that is talking about candlesticks, and it's talking about trend and market structure, and it's talking about a head and shoulders pattern, you're gonna lose me, especially if I'm a complete beginner. That doesn't make no sense to me. Like, what is that? You know? And a lot of these courses actually skip out on really teaching you the super basics on how to read the candlestick, on what is a pattern to begin with, what is the market structure, what does it mean, what is even trading the currency pair entail, like what happens, all kinds of questions that need to be answered. But again, you can find a lot of these answers in YouTube videos. The problem is that it's all scattered all over. It's not in one central place where it's structured and you can get it like one by one. The information is all there, but it's not really structured. So not only that, you don't really get any real guidance or in real-time feedback from someone. This is the issue. If you learn from a YouTube video and you're like, oh, okay, I understand, and then you go into the market, and because you have your own biases and stuff, you see the market slightly differently than what the person on YouTube said, and you're trying to apply what he's saying, but now it's not working because you guys see the market differently. Maybe you see this pattern, but he sees a different pattern, or this or that. So it's always like subjective, and you don't have any real guidance or in real-time feedback if you're doing something right or if you're doing something wrong. You don't have somebody there telling you like, okay, yes, you're correct, or not. You're just on your own. And this is why it really takes 3 to 5 years to become profitable trying to do it all by yourself with no guidance, with no mentors. Now, I'm not gonna pitch you on, hey, mentors is the best thing in the world. We'll get into that in a bit, but it does take a long time. But if you're strapped for cash, you have no money at all, you do not want to invest into yourself, and somehow you want to make it, it's possible, but you are paying with time. You could pay with dollars or you could pay with time, right? So this approach right here will take you 3 to 5 years to become profitable. And if this is the approach you want to take, that's completely fine. I'll actually include a free course in the description of this video that I've made that you can go into my school group and get completely for free. No strings attached. You don't even need to give me your email. None of that. You can go and watch the course completely for free. So that's the first approach, and honestly, the worst one. Let's go into the second best one. So the second best one is coaching program. So let me clarify myself. There's a course and then there's a coaching program. These are completely different things. A course, in my opinion, is just a series of videos that you watch and that's it. It's basically like a YouTube video, maybe more structured, that teaches you everything. For me, that's a course. A coaching program, on the other hand, needs to have a done with you element. This means that either there's Zoom calls involved, either you have a one-on-one person that actually helps you out and checks out your trades. There's some kind of human involvement from somebody who's more experienced than you, teaching you the ropes in real time. We're not talking about through a video, we're talking about through a Zoom call, through in person. That's what I call a coaching program. Now, here's the problem with coaching programs. First of all, this is much better than free YouTube videos. Let's get that out of the way. This is 10 times better than just trying to do it by yourself, right? But there's also a different problem with this approach. You'll have different trading gurus that are preaching opposing things. This guy says that you have to trade with multiple indicators on your chart. This other guy says that the only way to become profitable is if you trade with naked charts. This guy right here is teaching you SMC and fair value gaps. This guy right here is teaching you some completely other thing. And then all of them are saying opposing things. So it gets extremely hard to know who to go with. Who are you going to choose? They're all saying different things. The other point again is it's hard to choose who to work with. There's multiple people preaching different things, different strategies, who is right, who is wrong, and sometimes multiple people can be right at the same time. There's multiple profitable strategies at the same time, but who do you choose? That's a very hard question to answer. But the main important thing about this and coaching programs is that at the end of the day, even if there's somebody helping you out through Zooms, let's say, or there's a weekly Zoom call, or let's say you have a check-in call every 2 weeks with somebody, the execution of the trades is still all on you. So it really depends from person to person what they see, and the results will vary. You might be in the coaching program where there's people killing it, there's people that are not doing so well, and honestly, that goes for everything, to be completely honest. But still, when the execution is all on you, it's like when you go to school. There's some people who get A grades and there's some people who get D grades. Even though you've been taught the exact same thing, it depends because you're the one executing. It's you, right? You still have your own emotions to manage. You still have your own fear and greed to manage. You still have your own biases to manage. All of this stuff comes into play because even though the coaching program could be amazing, but it's still you trading. And if you have bad habits, this will still show in your trading regardless of who you're learning from. And another important thing is that it's extremely hard to find a mentor that you can actually believe, that has a verified track record or trades live in front of everybody. It's really hard to find that. A lot of people in this industry, fake screenshots, fake stories, all kinds of stuff that they play with to make you think that they're profitable, when at the end of the day, what they're teaching you is not profitable. So that's very important to audit who you're learning from before going forward with it. Make sure that they have verified track records, and make sure that maybe they have at least a few live trading sessions where they're winning live in front of everybody. The thing about coaching programs, while they're great and while they're way better than trying to do it by yourself, just learning from YouTube or free courses, it comes at a price, and usually it's an expensive one. I personally know multiple coaches that charge anywhere from $6,000 to $10,000 USD in order to coach you, in order to join their mentorship programs. This usually involves getting a course plus some kind of weekly Zoom calls or some kind of accountability partner or something like that that is helping you out throughout the journey. But not only that, because you have that accountability person or that success coach with you that you get that one-on-one time with, this also comes with yearly fees. So it's not a one-time payment of $6,000 to $10,000. It's that plus there's going to be yearly fees to stay in that program, to keep getting the guidance from a one-on-one person. So while this is way better than the previous approach, it is way more expensive. But if you have the money and you're really passionate about learning manual trading, then this could be an option for you. But what if those two things are not the case? What if you're not necessarily passionate about manual trading, you just love trading as a whole? But not only that, what if you don't have $10,000 to spend on a coach? What could be a better alternative for you that also takes care of a huge thing? Let's look into this. Let's go into the next one, which is letting AI trade for you. Yes, I'm talking about automated trading algorithms that completely handle all of the trading for you. Now that sounds interesting, doesn't it? Let's look into this. This approach right here removes the pressure of having to find perfect entries, because the AI is going to do that for you and actually take the trades and execute them. One of the biggest things about beginners is they don't know when to enter. It's very hard to find a good entry that is not going to put you in loads of drawdown before it reverses and becomes profitable, right? And especially when you're a complete beginner, you get this extreme sense of pressure of not knowing what to do, so you end up doing nothing at all, and usually you miss a lot of trades. And because of that, you're just never gonna reach your peak momentum when it comes to trading. Not only that, with letting AI trade for you, one of the biggest advantages is removing emotions from trading. Like we said before, if you're in the coaching program, that's amazing, but the execution is still on you, meaning that you still come with your own baggage, your own bad habits that you have, your own emotions that you have to manage, your own greed, your own fear. All of this stuff is still there. It's not gone. Maybe you know the technical part of the things, but what about the psychological side of things? You still have to manage that, right? But when it comes to letting an AI trade for you, that's completely gone. We're talking about a different game. We're not talking about you're the one choosing exactly when to enter and when to exit. No. This is all done for you by letting a super smart algorithm do the work for you. And the last thing is here that it's 100 times more consistent than humans. Let's be honest. You probably already know a few profitable strategies, but you know the problem of why they're not profitable for you specifically? It's because you are not consistent. Let's say you take one L, and then you quit, right? But what if the system is profitable over the long term and you were just in that losing streak, but you were about to go into a winning streak? Again, the system as a whole might be a winner. That doesn't mean that every single trade is gonna be a winner, but maybe you took your first 2 trades using a new approach or a new strategy, and because they were losing, you quit. But guess what? The AI is not going to do that. It knows the data. It knows backtesting data. It knows forward testing data. It knows everything that's happening currently. So it knows over the long term, this strategy works. The little temporary losses right now, 1 or 2, those don't matter. If a strategy has an 80% win rate, that still means that 20% of trades are going to be losers. That doesn't mean that you should stop using that because you started with that, right? Certain nuances like this where AI is just going to know much better because it has much more data points than you as a human being. Matter of fact, the biggest thing is that even beginners with very little chart time or candlestick knowledge can become profitable. The reason why is because of my second point, that this trading algorithm uses mathematic-based approach instead of, oh, this is what I see in the charts and that's it. That's the problem. What you see in the charts, somebody else could look at the exact same thing and see something totally different. You might see an uptrend and he might see a downtrend forming because he's like, oh, the lower, whatever. And because of that, you see people that are trading the exact same strategy have completely different results because they're seeing different things. That's the opposite of what we want here with algorithmic trading. We want to trade based on maths. We want to trade based on backtesting data, forward testing data. We want to trade based on current events. We want to trade based on what's the win rates for this. We want to trade based on mathematics. We want to trade based on having the highest probabilities of winning. We do not want to trade based on intuition or what we see. And while the AI will be taking care of all the trade execution, you actually still have some kind of control. For example, you're still in control of selecting the pairs that you want to trade. You're still in control of the amount of risk that you want to take. You're still in control of how big of lot sizes you want to use. But all the trading execution, which is the hard part, is all done for you by the AI trading algorithm. And of course, the best thing is that this is compatible with all brokers. Every single broker that has MetaTrader 5 allows this, is legal, there's no cheating, there's nobody that's gonna ban you from using it. This is 100% allowed on all brokers that have MT5. Matter of fact, you can even use it on TradeLocker if that's what your broker has using the trade copier. That's something that we teach inside of our Archangel X course. But not only that, this is like one of the bigger opportunities. I've been preaching prop firms since 2021. I've already shared my story about all of that and about how that made me rich. And you can see that on my YouTube for my other videos. But this AI trading algorithm not only can work on all brokers, whatever, on your personal account, it can also pass prop firm challenges and manage your funded accounts. Like, just imagine as a beginner having this weapon. You're like a cyborg or a superhuman fighting little peons because you're equipped with a machine gun while they're equipped with a pistol. You have an AI trading algorithm that can get you the funding that you need from the start and manage that funded account. Now we're talking about a time to profitability of 30 to 60 days if you have some experience. It could be longer if you're a complete beginner. But this is a huge step up from the 3 to 5 years that it would have taken you to do it by yourself. And it's definitely a huge step up from at least 1 year minimum that it would take you through a coaching program with somebody holding your hand. Because at the end of the day, all of the execution is taken care of for you. The AI is trading. It's not you. You're just selecting what it should trade and how much risk to take. So because of all these reasons, I genuinely believe that AI trading algorithms is the best way to start trading Forex, especially in our current time. If this was 3 years ago, I would have had a different answer. But in today's time, it's 100% the best way because our algorithms have become much more sophisticated, have become much better than what we had 3 years ago, that it makes absolutely no sense to spend your time trading manually. Matter of fact, in the description of this video or somewhere here, I'll put interviews with people that have used Archangel X, which is the trading algorithm that we use, in order to create massive payouts for themselves, like Artorius, who made $18,000 with prop firms, or even Mo, who made $9,000 on his own personal account, starting at just $3,000. And I'll even put somewhere here on the screen my verified track record on my FX book. This is completely verified and audited, and we're getting ridiculous results for multiple people, and we have over 3,000 plus users using this currently right now. So if you want to get more information on how to get your hands on such a powerful tool, all you have to do is click one of the links in the description. It's gonna take you over to our website where I made a video that goes a bit more into detail on how everything works and how this could work really well for you. And the best thing is that you do not have to break the bank. This is not a $10,000 investment like the coaching programs are, right? So because of that, it absolutely makes sense to go this route. So go ahead, click the link in the description that takes you over to our Archangel X website. Right there, you'll get more information on how to get started. And not only that, if you want, you'll also be able to book a call with my team that can jump on a one-on-one Zoom call with you, show you our track records, log into accounts that are currently trading with our AI trading algorithms, show you our Discord community and everything that's inside of it, and from there you can make your own choice. If it's the right fit for you, go ahead and join. He'll get you started right there and then. If it's not the right choice for you and you want to go the do-it-yourself route or the coaching program route, no love lost. I completely understand. Every person has a different approach, but to be completely honest, the smartest approach in today's time is AI. And whether you get with the program later on or now, it's gonna happen eventually. So might as well be one of the first people to get into this and start embracing AI and using it to your advantage before it starts taking your job and leaving you dry. Now's the time to act. Go ahead, click the link down below.